All right, how's it going, guys? So this is one of the most requested videos that a lot of you guys have been asking me to make, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put it together for you. So this is gonna be a full settings guide on what I use to fly the attack helicopter, and this is what I've been using to get me to rank 160 mastery in the helicopter and number 3 in the world for damage using the Pax Armada helicopter specifically. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and I'm gonna preface this video first by just stating, feel free to copy my settings, try them out, but feel free to tweak it because what works for me might not work for you. So play around with it, maybe try using it as a baseline, but use what's comfortable for you guys. But that being said, let's get into the video and let me show you my settings and what's got me to this point. So before we get into my actual keybinds, let's talk about the play style that I use, and it's called rifle aim. This is part of the keybinds, but rifle aim is taking the roll off of the mouse and keyboard by default from the game and putting it on D and putting it on A. So with roll on A and D, when I tilt A or D, it tilts the helicopter. So as you can see on the keyboard on the bottom right side of the screen, you guys can see that in action. And then the yaw on the mouse. So mouse right, mouse left. That makes it so you look left and right with the mouse, just like an infantry player. So when you actually go to shoot at targets, it's a lot more natural because wherever you point your mouse, that's where the helicopter is going to point. So it just makes target acquisition and hitting your targets so much easier than having roll on the mouse and yaw on A and D. So I highly recommend changing that. Now, that being said, now that you know the style I use, let's go ahead and hop into my actual keybinds. So the first thing I want to get into with my settings before I get started, my mouse DPI currently is sitting at 800 DPI. And so use that as your reference point for the sensitivities that I'm showing you on screen. So to get into my helicopter sensitivities and my controls, I'm going to go into settings. I'm going to go down to mouse and keyboard. Vehicle mouse aim sensitivity is sitting at 5.3. Then I'm going to go to control settings. Under control settings, these are both off. Aircraft and helicopter controls are sitting at 200. These are both off. Uniform vehicle aiming is turned on. 100 on the mouse aim ratio, 0 on the zoom sensitivity coefficient. Off. Vehicle mouse aim sensitivity I have sitting at 8. Then I have these all off. Third person field of view at 83. And then a couple other settings that don't matter too much. So I'm just going to scroll through and pause if you need to look at it. Then I'm going to go back under mouse and keyboard, go down here to helicopter pilot keybinds. So E for exit and enter. Some people like to program that to a key to the right of the keyboard so they don't accidentally fat finger it when they're flying, eject themselves out of the helicopter. I've done that a few times. I'm just too lazy to change it. I'm just so used to it. Map on M, nothing's really changed here. Chase camera, I have that on one of my side mouse buttons, or C. Then you have the seat changes. Now this is one of the main sections you guys are probably going to want to look at. So throttle up, W, throttle down is S. So this is new. I just did this yesterday. Yaw right, yaw left. So it's mouse right, mouse left. But I added spacebar and left control for turning right and left. Did it yesterday. I find situations where I run out of mouse pad space. So by doing that, I'm hoping that that's going to help me turn a little bit faster in more intense situations. Same thing with pitch up. Sometimes when you're coming down at an angle and you're approaching the ground really fast, you can't pull up and you belly flop on the ground and blow up. This period is another side mouse button on my mouse. So I'm changing that up too. I'm going to be trying that out. But normally these were just mouse movements. Roll right, roll left is on D and A. And then down here, some more settings. Free look, mouse 4, one of my mouse side buttons again. And then down here is just some normal stuff. I did change my equipment slots. So flares is Q for me. And then my repair is Z. So then I'm going to go ahead and go back. And then that's pretty much all of my helicopter settings for you guys. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go and scroll through everything else. So I'm going to start with accessibility. I'm going to scroll through here just in case you guys want to look at any of that for any of my other settings. And then I'm going to go to gameplay. Same thing, scroll down through gameplay here so you guys can take a look at all of this. Infantry mouse aim sensitivity, I play on 18 on mouse and keyboard. Scrolling down, peak type, I have that on side only. That way if I ADS when I'm crouched behind cover, my character just doesn't pop up over the cover. I like to have control of that. Vehicle aim sensitivity, mouse aim. Again, we already went over this in one of the other tabs. More settings. HUD, I haven't changed anything in my HUD really. This is pretty much all of the same, but I'll scroll through it just in case you guys want to see it. Haven't changed up any of my colors really. Feel free to pause the video if you want to look at any of that. That's campaign, controller, graphics. We'll go into graphics. I just have it set at auto for performance. And then if you scroll down through here, 120 field of view, 83 vehicle field of view for third person. Motion blur, all turned off, shake turned off. And then down here, I play in 4K. Audio, all my different audio. I have it on war tapes. Scroll through all of this for you guys. And then scroll through the system. And then the extras. So hopefully that helps you guys out. If you guys have any questions for me, leave them down in the comments. Also, if this was helpful for you, drop me a like down below. Subscribe if you want to see more Battlefield 6 content. I'm going to have a couple videos coming out pretty soon on how to fly, where I'm actually going to be doing some voiceovers on some of my in-game moments. That way you guys kind of have an idea for what routes I'm taking, how I'm picking my targets, and a lot of stuff like that. So I can hopefully get you guys in the air and doing kind of the stuff that I'm doing. So if you guys like this content, feel free to follow me over on Twitch or on TikTok. I stream every single day for the most part, starting at about 9 p.m. Pacific time. So you can come in, watch me do this stuff live, and get a couple ideas through my streams as well. So other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in my games. Take care.